I now remember why I chose to be a druid and not a wizard. With the constant recharging of wands, it's a running joke in some parts. The apprentice wizards and their little iron-capped wands trying to learn the ways of magic, and all the time grand wizards gather nodes. Today was one of those days. My wand was never full for long, and I had to scout out many new areas to find nodes. But the last few days were not a waste. While crafting advanced magical alchemy machines and recharging my wand, I did encounter some nice new areas. Now then, welcome back to another episode of A Druid's Tale on the Magic Farm 3 mod pack. Yes, here we are again, and I am dressed as a wizard once more. Not much of a druid, I know, but I'm wizarding at the minute. I'm gonna learn some magic and fight fire with fire and all that kind of stuff. Really, I've got to get rid of the taint that's encroaching, so I'm working my way up to that. But there's also a lot of cool stuff in Thorncraft that we're working towards, including eventually getting to the big bad bosses. I don't want to just do Thorncraft straight through, non-stop, just Thorncraft. I want to mix it up a little bit. But at the moment, this is where we're at. This is what we're doing. Just working on the next stage of alchemy. I've set up this first wall of this crafting room. As you may or may not know, this is supposed to be the crafting area. I've got a Botania crafting area there for crafting all my druid magics. And I'm going to have a crafting room over this side for sorting out all my Thorncraft magics. Just crafting, mostly. The actual big anything builds and stuff that rely on things and stuff and bits and pieces, automation will go wherever that ends up going. At the minute, I've got bees heavily producing royal jelly, and lots of bees just buzzing around over there in the bee sanctuary, doing things, and I am still, and I mean still, like it's taking forever, growing the metals and the plants in the greenhouse, and they take forever to grow. So I kind of thought I'll just sort of potter around up here for a bit and let those things grow down there, because they take hours to grow. Hours and hours and hours to grow. But anyway, let's not worry about what's going on over there. Let's not worry about what's going on over there. We'll get back to those in the future and do a bit more with those later on. I want to show you this funky thing that I've done around here. There's a bit of a thing going on around here. It's just some posts with some Nitor on the back to keep it all lit and nice over there. I haven't really put a roof on, and I've only put this sort of like board around the top here just because I wanted to cap it off a little bit. I haven't finished the roof and done it the same as that one yet because I'm not 100% sure how tall these things are going to be and whether this is enough space for them and all that kind of stuff. So anyway, I've been doing a little bit of research. I've brought my table over here so I can do a bit of research and checking a few bits and pieces out in the alchemy section. I have managed to procure enough knowledge to unlock this side of the tree, as it were, or this side of the tree, should I say. The last thing that we were working on really was the Essentia distillation. Making the alchemical furnace would be next on my list. So we've got this kind of stuff still to do, and then putting it all together, making these vis filters and the alembics and the alchemical constructs and all that kind of stuff. But we're also working towards this automated alchemy, which is a couple of these alchemical constructs on top of crucibles. So that's why I've got a crucible there and a crucible there, because I want to put a couple of alchemical constructs on either of them, or both of them. And one of them I want to link in fairly heavily to the Essentia distillation. So what have we got here? We've got a very limited cost, and hopefully I've charged my wand up enough to do a fair bit. 9 arcane blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. A crucible and a furnace. Okay. I've brought some bits and pieces over here. I've got a nice little sorted system, I think, for things that I use to craft in Thorncraft, and they kind of look like a shelving unit and a sort of a sideboard with some shelves on the top. So I'm quite glad about that at the minute. These are all the items that I've collected that are easy enough to collect that I think I'm going to need. So hopefully I've got everything over here and I don't need to run down to the storehouse too often. So first up, let's shift click into here. Let's take that stack of stone out. In fact, let's put one back just so we've got it. And let's get some of these guys. Which have I got the most of? The air shards. So I'll take the air. And we'll wander over here and try and make those stones first of all. And that went all awry, but that's done. And yeah, I might just have enough in this old wand. I filled it up all but the Ignis. The Ignis was the hardest one to find around the area that I'm living in. But we've got it now. That's okay. And so we've got those. We need to put those back. Get some iron. We're going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 iron. I can craft them in here as well. It kind of works as a crafting table. However, you can't use it in the same way as a crafting table, unfortunately. It doesn't quite work like that. But make that. Good, good. There we go. And the other thing that I needed was a standard furnace. Did I bring it? Oh, man, I didn't bring any actual cobble over, did I? Or have I got any over here still? I got 2 cobble. That's not enough. I'm gonna take some of this cobble out of this floor. That'll do. I'm just going to nick some cobble from there. Because the floor needs to go up anyway. There we go. Let's just craft up a furnace for that. There we go. Alright. And I'll just leave it there. So then, was it in an arcane workbench or not? Yes, it is. With a bit of Ignis and a bit of Aqua. Okay. So we'll get this quickly sorted like that in there. Thank you. That in there, thank you. That on the top, awesome. And then these all the way around. And you have to click each individual one. I am getting a bit of a discount according to that, I think. How much did it say it's costing? 5. And that's offering me 5.25. But, oh, okay, fine. I haven't got enough discount for it, but that'll have to do. I think these alchemical furnaces require some kind of wood or something based like that. And I'm planning on putting it over here or over here, so I can kind of have one next to each other to link them all together. I don't think I can physically link them all together, but I can sort of attempt to link them together. So let's go there. And then we've got a little bit of space around it in all directions. One thing I am going to need that I forgot is some fuel for it. So we'll head down this way, we'll have a quick sleep, get rid of the night and the rain, and pick up some coal. Alright, well I was picking up the things that I knew I needed to craft, but I was forgetting some of the essential things like this. So you need to put some sort of fuel in there for it to burn. And the other bit of it, I'm just going to pop up there. In fact, have I looked at that yet? I don't know if I scanned it. Yeah, I did. Okay. That's good. You have to check everything with Thorncraft, because some things do get scanned and other things don't. And speaking of getting scanned, this guy needed to get scanned, and that gave me a lot of research points. Very glad for that, thank you. Alright, so the next on my list then. The next thing to make this is going to be the Arcane Alembic, which is this thing, and that needs some Viz filters. And as you can see, Viz filters are quite useful throughout. So I need at least 2 for the alchemical constructs later, so we're going to make 3, maybe 4, 5 of those. So let's see what we've got in here. We've got some silverwood. I'll keep some spare because I don't want to use it all up, but I think it's planks of silverwood, so we'll get a few planks like that, and a fair bit of gold. Let's get 10 and we'll make 5 that way, I think. So we'll just quickly make those. Nope. It definitely needs this. Okay. More Viz use. This is about the only thing that I may struggle with this episode, is getting it all within the charge of the wand, as it were. 2, 4, 6. That'll do, and that means I'm now out of water. Could be worse, though. Could be worse. Hopefully none of this other stuff requires a lot of water. That required 5 water for each of those. This requires some water as well. Okay. Where was the nearest water node? It was over that way somewhere, I think. So I'm going to need to go and recharge the wand. But before I go and recharge the wand, let's have a look, see what we're making now. So we got 5 we need. And we got a vis filter, a bucket, some iron, and that. And I want to make a couple of these. I think you can make 3 altogether. So I'm going to make 3 of those. And the Essentia tubes, we make 8. So let's make some Essentia tubes. Oh, they need water as well. Dang it. Okay, let me go and get some water from the areas that I've already explored. And yeah, I think it's over there. I'll take a quick fly around, top up my wand, and be right back. Okay, well, that didn't take too long. There's one just over that way, just over there, not too far away from me. I've got an air and Ordo just in the field there, and just out in that water behind it, I've got an Ordo and water. So, Ordo and Aqua, should I say, to be correct. So, not too bad. But that has topped up the water side of things and the Ordo side of things so that I can get on with this next little bit. Okay, so we're going to need a couple of these drops and a fair amount of iron. 20, that'll probably do. And I've still got a bit of gold, but let's get a couple more and a few of these nuggets. I think that will do. Let's see then. Okay, so we're going to make a few pipes, which is a bit of glass, iron either side with a drop on the top. Don't have any glass. That's over here. Let's go. Give me glass. Thank you. I'll just take it all. Another thing that I did was try and set this up so that the single items or the single aspect items like glass, which has 1 crystal, are going directly above this pot. And the reason I've put the shelves around the pot and the carpet here is to stop any overflowing mess. If I put too much in or the wrong sort or anything like that, it doesn't flow anywhere. It's got nowhere to flow, so it just stays in the pot, which beats it. And I like that. I like that I beat it. And what was the other bit of the recipe? It was a gold nugget. There you go. I knew I needed the gold nuggets for something. There we go. So we take 2 of those, I think, just to make sure I've got enough pipes for now. And I don't need to make any more. Get off. Thank you. What is that scooping up for? Right, and I've still got 14 left, so that's good. Alright, and then we needed to make this alembic, which needs a bucket as well. Okay, have I still got enough? Yes, I have. Let's quickly make a bucket out of that. There we go. And the bucket goes about there. That goes up in the top corner. The gold goes in the other corner. And then did this go all around it like that? Dang it, recipes. Not my strong point, remembering recipes. Bucket in the middle and like that. Okay. Bucket in the middle and then like that. There we go. Okay, and that's costing me a little bit of each of those as well, but that's okay, because I can go and top that up again in a bit. We'll start off with just the one then, shall we? Or should I do another one? I've got enough for doing another one, haven't I? Yeah, let's do another one. Because, you know, I need it. And having 2 of them is best, I suppose. That's it. Awesome. And bucket in the middle, and that. Yes, I remembered it this time. There we go. We're going to have 2 of those. Okay, so this is a fairly simple little process, but it is a very, very fundamental kind of thing as well. There we go. We'll stick 2 of those on. So these connect to this. Okay, so anything I put in here, the aspects that it creates will go into these things here. Right, so let's take something simple for now. Let's take some leaves. Shift click and take half the leaves. Now leaves are simply just a little bit of herba. Okay, so if I put a little bit of herba in there, it should cook it up, take it, put it into here starting off, and then it'll go up into the alembic. So there's that 1 herba. That one's empty. Now the reason I've got 2 is because if I put something else in, let's say I put a bit of cobblestone in. No, actually, let's not do cobblestone. Let's do a bit of glass. If I put a bit of glass in, then that will make the other essentia that comes out of it, and that goes in there, so that one goes on to the next one. And I think I can go 3 high with this. But then how do you get it out of this? Well, I think just being close enough it can draw from them, but just to be on the safe side, we put these tubes on the sides here, so that the herber can travel out and along that edge, and the same up here, but I'm going to come out this side with that one. I think you can utilize all the different sides, and if I wanted to, I could disconnect those with a wand. Just need to give it a little tap with a wand to stop them connecting just there. Switch them off, you see. And then potentially put this one out one more, so I could have 2 pipes coming out this way. And do the same on this side. Have 2 pipes coming out that way. Like that. There we go. But then what does it go into? Well, that's a very good question. And the other thing that I've been researching was the warded jars, which basically links from here. And you make warded jars with a little bit of water again, but glass panes and slabs. Now, I did have some wood in here ready to make some slabs, yes. And I can make some glass panes quickly here as well. Let's make 2 sets, because I'm going to need a lot of jars. Yeah, I'm going to need lots of jars. So we'll quickly make some jars now as well and take that first bit of aspect out. Then we'll try and actually craft something. Yeah, there we go. Put that to get 4 jars. Insufficient viz. I'm a little bit shy of that water again. Dang it. Okay, let's sleep over here. And we'll just go and see if there's enough in there. And wakey wakey, it's 7 o'clock, rise and shine. Okay, 6:30. I'm early. Never mind. And come on, Rick, let's get over to that again. Now, speedy, speedy, speedy. Just over here. Here we go. Right, can I grab it off the back of the chocobo? It's very difficult to grab it off the back of a chocobo. But there's 30... There's 30... Okay. Sorry, Rick. You're going to have to swim for a bit. Just swim for a bit, boy. Okay, let's get some of this. We've got to be careful with the iron wand not to take all of it out. So I can recharge. Here we go. And if either of them goes down to 0, there's potential chance that I'm going to break the node altogether. So it's good that I don't need all that ordo. But that now does need a long time to sort out. It's got a 5 and a 6. And it was about 30-30 when I first started. So I've got to be careful with that now, not to mess it up too much. Not to use it too much. Not to mess around with it. Excuse the sheepy, we're coming in for a bounce. And off we go again. Oh, can I top up here while I'm here? This is one of the reasons I want to get this stuff brought to me. Bring these nodes over to me eventually. What's that dude doing? He was freaking out on the back of a cow, it looked like to me. Never mind. Stranger things have happened in this so far than a few disco dancing zombies on the backs of cows running around. Alright, so let's put this back into here. There we go. And that allows us to make the 4th one. Right, well that's good enough. We've got 4. So I can now put 1 on each of these. Like that. So now this will take from there, it'll come down and go into here. And this one will take and come down and go into here. Okay? Now, I'm holding on to the other 2 until I know what I need next. What essentia and stuff I need. So, we're next going to make some of these guys, which require some essentia valves, a bit of great wood planks, and some more of these tubes. So, the essentia valve is just a tube with a lever. Did that require a cost? Yes, it did, of course. 5 of each just for that, man. 5 of each just for that. Let's take 2 then. Let's just take 2 for now, because that's a lot of running backwards and forwards for things. And I don't really want to be running around all over the place while trying to record the episode, so we'll get that done there. Okay, and the recipe was again? What was the recipe again, people? 4 there, that opposite there. Okay. So that there. Opposite there and there. And 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 in there. Now, I've got another 4 of those. I've got another 2 of those. I would need to make some more tubes to make a second one of these. And I think I may need 2 to actually make this work. So we'll see in a moment whether I can make that work or not. Alchemical construct. Okay, I think I need 2. And a load of viz in a wand to do things. And then you tap it. I'm pretty sure we need 2. Yeah, I'm going to need to make another one. So I'm going to need to make another one of these... those things there? No. Going to need to make another couple of pipes in order to do the Essentia valves. So quicksilver and nuggets and glass. I've got the nuggets, I've got the quicksilver, and I've got the glass, but I don't have the iron anymore. Let's not take all of it. Let's leave some of it there. And hope that the wand holds out. This wand that's only got 25 in it is very, very, very hard to do any of it. But you've kind of got to grind this early level stuff out. Or make yourself another tube of some kind. Okay, and levers. I need 2 more levers. Thank you. 2 more levers. And that should be good for another one of those then. That's 4 there, that's that. There we go. Insufficient viz again. I need some more aqua. And some more ordo. I doubt that one's filled up enough by now, so we're going to have to go somewhere else, Rick, and try and find another node somewhere. I think I'm going to try out that way this time and recharge. It might just be better to try and craft myself another wand. Let's have a look, see what the wands are like. See, we've got the Great Wood Wand core available now. That takes 3 Pedicio and 2 Great Wood logs, and that holds 50 of each viz. And that means that instead of 25, and I go around and I top up from everywhere once, I can get 50 in one, which may be worthwhile. Let's take that and that out of there, put that into there, and get another couple of these wands, get another wand made that's slightly bigger, hopefully, if I've got enough viz to do this. So we get the Great Wood, there we go. And now I need some caps for it. The basic caps are iron caps. And I don't know if iron caps on a Great Wood make that much difference, but I know that some of the other caps do make a good difference. I've got to try and get down to here, really, so let's go with clicking on that. Didn't work. Clicking on that as well. Still didn't work. So I've got nothing unlocked at the moment. I need to do some more scanning of things. Gold 1 caps, though. No penalty. No penalty to channel viz. Superior capped ones there, and copper is good when to channel ordo and pedicio. This is just no penalty when used to channel viz. No penalty. Okay, so I'm probably getting the penalty here for that kind of stuff. So let's try making it out of iron nuggets then. Let's get 2 sets of iron nuggets. What am I saying? I actually just said gold, didn't I? I just literally said I wanted to do it out of gold instead. So let's make a couple of gold caps. Do they need doing in here, and they cost me some viz as well? Possibly. Yes, they do. And 3.2, 3.5. I might have enough. No. Dang it, man. I'm a little ordo short. What ordo am I short? See, I'm taking that penalty. When that one's not in there, it's costing 3. When the one's in there, it's actually giving me a penalty of how much I can use. So I'm literally a couple of points of ordo shy. Man, this is why I need the better wand and the upgrades and stuff. Let's go down to this one and hope it's got a little bit of ordo in it. Yeah, it's got 25 ordo in it. Let's just take a little bit just to top up a bit. I don't want it to go down too far because I want to top up my new wand. But at least I've got that close by. I would hate it if all of my nodes were all over the place. Plus, in all the dimensions that I've got available to me, I can make go and find nodes in those dimensions. What I would like to do the most is start bringing those nodes back. but I need to get up to a higher level 1 for that. Okay, so I'm short now on Aqua and Ignis. Yeah, so I'm not going to be able to make that anytime soon. So I'm going to need to do a fair amount of wand recharging and get right back. Alrighty, well, wakey, wakey, rise and shine. It's the morning again. And I managed to fill my wand completely. And now I can get this gold-banded Greatwood wand, which has 50 capacity in it instead of the 25. So double the capacity. Very nice too. Of course, it doesn't have anything in it right now because I need to go and charge it all up. But what I have been doing is marking up the distant ones. The ones I've just been down to remember where they are. I've got an Ignis over here, Ordo and Air, which is quite nice. I want to bring that one back home. This one's an Ignis, Perdicio and Terra over here, which is quite close to the village, and I never knew about it before. I've got another one over here, which is a 99 Aqua, which is quite nice, but it's getting very close to being in the tainted area. And then we've got the few local ones that I know of already. And there's the other one over here somewhere. But I did go down here, and it's quite a nice place down here. It's not a nice beachy cove down this section over here. I quite like this forested beachy cove area. May have to do a summer house project at some point down there. But for right now, I'm still doing this bit, and I've got to try and get rid of these patches of tainted essence or tainted areas. Try and do something about them. That's the aim of all this. But I did need to make another one of those, didn't I? So what parts have I got for it right now? I've got this other one that I can go out and start charging up between episodes. I don't really want to do that now. So we need 2 Essentia Valves, which we got. Did we? No, we didn't. Okay, we need to quickly get that then. So it was 2 of those, and the 2 levers I had. There we go. 2 levers, and 1, 2. Thank you. And I'm trying to remember which way around it was now. That way, that way, that way, that way. Or maybe the other way around completely, and I may have just got that messed up. That one. And a block in the center. Insufficient Aquavis. Okay, I need 5.25. I need 2.5 more. Wow, this is. Oof. Okay, come on, Rick. Let's do some more running. Terra there. That's the 99 Aqua over there. Let's just go take a look at it. Excuse the world loading in. It loads in a lot faster when the recording software is not running at the same time, generating the chunks around me and all that, but it's not too far away, and we may encounter something else on the way. Oh, there's another one on the way, actually. Whoop, 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 whoop. What was that? Pure air. Well, we'll have a charge of that while I'm at it. Take it down a little ways. I've got to get to the point where I can claim this stuff. Let's leave it at that. That'll do for now. And any more? This is why I haven't been this way. Because it's all nasty bad lands. Nasty bad tainted lands. I've got to get that sorted out. It's serious. It's encroaching. It's starting to grow in my territories. There's also a sinister node right here. That's right. This was a struggle to mark on the map because of the zombies everywhere. Okay, let's top this one up first. It's a 99 when I haven't tapped it, so we should be okay. What I don't want is for that sinister node to start pulling energy from it if I make it too shallow, too small. But I think it might just be far enough away not to do that. In theory, hopefully, yeah. And I know that that's a 99 because I marked it up as an Aqua 99. So if it's less than 99 when I come to claim it, then I'm not claiming it until it is 99. Which means making a little camp out, waiting for it to naturally regen itself. It has to be in the loaded chunks to naturally regen as far as I know. So, yeah, that's a thing that I've got to do as a precaution when I'm getting all this set up and bringing nodes over. But that's not this episode. This episode is all about that little bit of alchemy that I want to do, but everything costs so much. Wand Viz. Can I do it? I was going to go for a little fly under the bridge there, but no, not quite. Didn't quite think about it in time. I was too high. There we go. Right. Stay there, Rick. Thank you very much for your help. You've been very helpful today. Okay, so put that back in there, and we should get this one. There we go. And then I'm going to need this, but it's all out of ordo now. Hui. No, not just there. I need that to go just here. Okay, and now tap it with a wand. Tap it with a wand. No, it needs more than that. Okay, so this automation requires 30 Ordo, 30 Aqua, and 15 Ignis. So it's a good job I've got this new wand, because I've got to go and fill it up with Ordo, Aqua, and Ignis. Ordo, Aqua, and Ignis. What have I got on it? I've got Aqua and Air. I've just got to get Ordo and Ignis. Ordo and Ignis. Now, I wondered what happened then. I thought my game had crashed for a second. Anyway. We've got to go out hunting again and now fill up the great wood with gold. Yeah, so I'll go down there and let that one charge up. I might start exploring just down here, just to see what's down here and get on with finding all the nodes down that way, because it's not too far away and it's quite a good hunting ground for nodes. Another thing that I've considered doing is going into my Mistcraft Ages and having a hunt around in there. But I'm going to say that's it for this episode, because of all the running around and stuff. We haven't got everything done, but we have got this set up so I can now get the jars of Essentia. And then those jars of Essentia will be useful in this thing here, which I'll have to start showing you how to use next episode. But before that will work, I need to tap it with a wand, which has got that clean amount of Essentia in it, as it were. The Ordo, the Aqua, and the Ignis has to have that amount in the wand before I can make it transform and start using it. And then we can pipe this stuff into it, and it does pretty much the same as this does for crafting purposes, but it doesn't have all the mess associated with that one and all the manual labour. This one allows me just enough. It takes only what it needs. So where I throw something into this one, let's take one of those. Yeah, let's take one of those. Whereas I throw one into here, right, and it will give both Ignis and Potentia in there, and some of it may be wasted. It might not be what I want, right? If I do the same thing in here and put some of that in, the Ignis and the Potentia goes there, the Ignis goes there, will separate, and then I can put them into jars to allow me then to manipulate them as I need them and put them in through this crafting recipe. So it does the same job as this, technically, but with these two devices side by side means I can take the Essentia I want and put it directly into the crafting recipe I need, and the remainder gets safely stored away in there. I like the system. I like it a lot. I've just got to do a lot of hard work again. I keep setting myself up for this. A lot of hard work to gather the aura nodes, really, to be able to recharge my wands quickly. That should be the next thing that we work on, recharging the wands super fast. So gathering up aura nodes and all that kind of stuff. I will try and get all of the research done and get all the items crafted that I need to get to that stage, and we'll gather up some of the nodes that I've been finding and bring them home so I don't have to go searching for them ever again. Thank you very, very much for watching another episode of A Druid's Tale. Boom. I will see you in the very next episode, which won't be long. I know this episode was a little bit out of sequence. I should have put one out on Monday, but with my new supporters club being released over the weekend, and I've had a lot of work to do on getting that all organised, I didn't quite have time to come over here and do a Druid's Tale for Monday. So thank you. Do check out the links in this outro, and I will see you in the next episode of A Druid's Tale.